Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give them all glory in a way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in the wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Welcome back to another Twisted Tuesdays, a powerful segment of Breaking the Silence podcast. I'm always doing something right. But this is where we have real conversations about real life situations that are going on. It can be about marriage, it can be about relationships, it can be about everyday life. But sometimes we have to sit down and we have to have those conversations. I am your host, Author Nikki Nicole. And I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. Today's question is one that hits home for many. Can a relationship survive without trust? Imagine waking up. Imagine you waking up one day wondering if the foundation of your relationship still stands. Your love, your trust is just cracked beyond repair, right? Is love enough? Or is trust the real deal? Something to think about, right? But a lot of people say, trust, people when they cheat, that's a deal breaker. It's over. So today, to help me unpack all of this, I'm joined by a very special guest, Janaya Geiger. She is an expert who helps people find financial freedom. So y'all got to make sure y'all connect with her because I'm telling you, she's the business. So together we will have a real conversation about whether trust can survive, whether a relationship can survive without that trust. So after the countdown, y'all please welcome her to the Breaking the Silence podcast once again. Hey, hey.
Hey,
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How was your holiday?
Oh, it was good. It was good. Relaxing. What about
Yeah,
you?
we my sister had a cookout. We played games. We had the kids in the pool, so it was really nice.
Nice, nice. So I'm gonna let you start this off because you were so passionate about this topic. I was like, you know what? We gonna get into this.
Well, first of all, you said something in the beginning. You said, can you survive? Can your relationship survive with the love alone or the trust? And that had me thinking. And I'm like, being a counselor for so long and counseling people in relationships, you learn a lot. Like you learn a lot from every couple that you have, right? And I did it with marriage couples versus people who wasn't married. So there is a different dynamic. But I wanted to say, for me personally, if I ain't got the trust, it ain't going nowhere. I have ended
Uh-oh.
relationships several times because the trust wasn't there. And if I feel like I gotta wake up every day thinking that you're doing something behind my back, then we don't need to be together, right? And a lot of times people put themselves in that situation and deal with it because they don't want to be left alone. And that's the problem that we have. And you don't want to be left alone, so you choose to deal with the infidelity. You choose to deal with the lies. You choose to deal with
Mm-hmm.
the guy or the woman playing you. Why
Mm-hmm.
take on that burden when you can just walk away and say, you know what, this is not working for the both of us. So I'm just gonna move on and and I pray that all works out for you as well. You know what I mean? Like I'm not understanding why people are so afraid to walk away. Is it because they don't want to be left alone? I hear that too. I want to be left alone by myself. But loving yourself and knowing who you are within yourself is the key before you can love
Mm-hmm.
somebody else, right? They say you're supposed
Mm-hmm.
to know how to love yourself first, have it in you first, right? So it's going on for what, 4 years for me being single. Every
Whew.
relationship I had, I ain't gonna lie, it was horrible. Horrible. It's like, am I meant to be with somebody? Because when I'm thinking I got somebody, I don't really have that person. When I deal with, it really don't be that. And like you said, is it love enough? No, no. For me, love is not enough. Because if I'm giving you my all, and I'm not just talking about love, but I'm talking about being faithful to you, being honest with you, and open. When I open up to you, I don't like you're open your soul, you're sharing yourself with that person as a one, right? As
Mm-hmm.
y'all being a unit. So it gets deeper than just you. Oh, you say you love me. Are you really saying it, or that's just words? Because your action speaks louder, right? And I mean, I'm telling you, every times I be sitting asking God, like, am I really supposed to be by myself? Because that's what it feels like. Because I'm not. I'm at a point in my life. I'm not taking no stuff, right? I'm not. You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to walk over me. You're not going to talk to me in no kind of way. You're not going to be disrespectful. But at the same time, I know what I am and I know how I value myself. So if you're not bringing it to the table, you know what I mean? Like if you're not meeting me at that midpoint, what is it? I don't like that gray shaded area. Is it gonna be black or white? That's my whole thing. Just tell me. Like don't beat around the bush. Like I used to have a guy say, why do we have to have a title? Why we just can't let things be? And I'm like, what? When we can just live, let this be whatever it is that it is. And I said, so basically what you want me to do is still play around with you while you do whatever it is that you do. And then you don't want to be accountable for the relationship part. He didn't want to be
Mm-hmm.
accountable for it. He didn't want to live up to that. So I'm like, you're wasting my time. Like, dude, it's no point. It's no point. You're wasting my time. But and basically, what you call that is just friends with benefits. Let's keep it real. Like we ain't kids. That's basically what you wanted, and that's not what I want. So it hurts sometimes because I really see a lot of potential in a person. I have a lot of history with the person, and then you don't even want to give. I wouldn't say give, but you don't want the same things what I want. So we just wasting each other's
Mm-hmm.
time basically. And he really said that
But
to
you
me. I
know
couldn't
what?
believe it. He's like, why do we have to put a title on it? I mean,
But I had an interview with a coach one time, a relationship coach. Coach, shout out to Coach Derek Jones, right? And he said that love is
mhm,
never enough. And I was like, wait
that's
a
the name.
minute, what? Love is never enough? So you mean tell me you got to have more than love in order for your relationship to last? But I think when people cheat, I think that it changes the dynamic of the relationship. It changes how you look at each other. And like you said, every 5 minutes you're picking up the phone, looking at the phone, or you're
Right,
you're thinking that they're doing something when in reality they
right,
might not be doing nothing. But it's that fear that it's gonna happen again.
right.
But a lot of people say that cheating is not a deal breaker for them.
Oh,
Like
I'm
they
sorry.
still can try.
I'm sorry. This same individual who I'm speaking of, he cheated on me, and that was a deal breaker for me, and I ended it. And we never got
Dang.
back. We never got back together. However, we're still friends. But to see that he's still in that same mindset and he's not going anywhere, that put a nasty taste in my mouth. That's just me. But is love enough for a relationship? That's a good question to ask because to me, love is not enough. You gotta bring me more than that. Can we both come to the table financially and put our monies together and take care of the household or whatever? Can we do that? Can you are you business minded? Like what are you? Because a lot of times men just be talking or women just be talking and it don't even be what you thought it was going to be. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Love can blind you from a lot of things. It did for me. I was on the verge of marrying somebody who was a pedophile, and the wedding was paid for and everything. And just to abruptly stop everything, that hurted me. Like I was going through a rough patch for 4 years, but I ended everything. Girl, I took that dress back. I ended everything, everything. But it was a
Wow.
hurt, and it was like everybody's like, well, thank God you found out about it now. Yeah, true, because I could have married into that, but not knowing because I was blinded by love. The things that they say, the things that they do. This guy didn't meet. He didn't miss a heartbeat. I'm talking about the conversations that we had. He was speaking into multiple women, and he had a thing for girls, young girls. And I'm like, all this was going on, and he had me shook. Like, oh, he's paying attention. We talked on the phone 3 times a day. We saw each other every weekend, but this man wasn't faithful, and I didn't know that. I was blinded by the gifts, the trips. I was blinded by the money. I was blinded by a lot of things. I'm like, oh, he loved me. No, he really didn't.
So now
He
you
loved.
said you was about to get married, right? So now that brought me to this next question. If the trust is gone, but the history is deep, do you owe it to your past to stay or to your future to leave?
My future to leave. I'm not going to stay in that. It's not worth it. And the previous guy who I was speaking about, we have so much history. We have so
Mm.
much. Our connection is crazy, but he doesn't want to commit. So if you don't want to commit and give me a healthy relationship, then it's time to go. It's time to abandon ship. It's time to roll. There's no
Wow.
need to even stay. I think it's not worth it. I
But
know
you,
people who.
but you said something. You said something a little while ago about people stay in relationships because they don't want to be alone.
Right.
But you know, a
I have
lot of the
heard.
older crowd do that.
Yeah, my friend, she was one of them. I don't know if is she being, what they call it when they woo you. I don't know what it is. I just know that this guy moved in her place. They was together for a long, long time. She wanted to get married so bad. He said he didn't want to get married. I'm like, well, dang, you basically shacking with somebody who don't want the same things you want. And then out of nowhere, he proposed. I don't know if
Wow.
he did that because he knew she wanted it so badly. You know what I mean? Sometimes some men just do things to shut you up. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's that a facade. I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know. My friend wasting her time on that, but we'll see. Or I have another sibling. She let a man move in. They was together, I think, like 6+ years now. He ain't put a ring on her finger yet, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, I'm not knocking people who relationship they okay with that, but my thing is, if you laying and shacking up with me, I'm sharing my home with you. You better make some moves, or it's time to go. I don't care how long of a history we got. I don't care. You People come a dime a dozen, right? Women, men, we come a dime a dozen. So what am I crying over you for?
Right.
When God can place another one in my path for somebody much better. I'm
So now
just
you done stepped on some people's toes now because you know people do stay with people like 5, 10 years
not
and
worth
they
it.
haven't even received a ring yet.
It's not.
So so how long would you stay with somebody before they say, well, it's time for marriage?
I never really put a time frame on it, but in my past, I have had proposed to within 4 months. I'm not joking. I was proposed to twice, but at least two years to get to really get your feet
Hmm.
wet, to see how it is to be around them, to know what makes them happy, what makes them sad, all that good jazz. But I say at least two. I'm not rushing nothing, but at least 2 years. But just so happened with me, I got I was my proposal happened within 4 months of both relationships, and I'm like, okay. I was scared with the first one, and the second one I was ready. but I was ready with the wrong person, basically.
But you know what? I think a lot of people stay in relationships too because they're trauma bonding.
Right.
They're trauma bonding. Like, let's be real. They went through something, and then that person, they both went through it. Now they're kind of like stuck with each other because they're like, I ain't gonna never find nobody that's been through what I've been through.
Or they say, I don't want to start all over. What do
That
you
part.
mean?
That's
I get it.
hard though.
I get it. I get it. The dating sites ain't the same anymore. I get it. I'm just like it's like red. What they call it? No. I just hit the wall a lot of times. I get so frustrated because I'm like, dang. I'd rather meet somebody in public because the dating scene is not the same anymore. Everybody don't. They looking for the wrong things. You get catfish too, and
Okay.
but it's crazy. And then I'm like, it ain't nothing out here for real, unless you really do find a genuine person. Like my neighbor, I get if you find somebody attractive, okay, fine. But where the respect at nowadays? They come straight at you with sex. I'm like, well, damn, it's more out there than just that. Like, damn, that's how you look at me as a sex object. Like, my God, it's a lot of things. No, you know what cracks me up? I haven't had nobody say to me, "Can we go hang out? Can we go to a karaoke bar or, I go golfing. I do anything to hang out and be out in, in the, in the streets. Like, let's do something different. Can we go bowling? I haven't had a man that asked me that, and I'm 45, about to be 46. That's crazy.
They only want one thing. Like, they really don't take time to get to know people anymore. That's why I said I'm being married for 10 years and
Mm,
been together for 20. If I
wow.
had to get out there and find somebody, who
Oh no,
I'll be so lost right now.
it's not worth it.
I need my peace.
If you if you if you bond it to a person that long, it ain't nothing else out there no better. I'm sorry. You got what you have your one. Seriously. I'd rather be with somebody who knows me and I know them to jump out here and start all over again. I'm dead serious because it's like, damn man, it ain't even worth it. It's not even. Then you got HIV out here. You don't just to hear the appointments that I go on when people afraid to get coverage because they got HIV. It's just sad. It really is, and I'm like, dang man, it's like you don't trust nobody, and it's like, damn, what happened to back in the day? The days was different. The times
No,
was different.
no, it wasn't different. It's just they were more sneakier. They were sneakier then. That's it. They was getting away with stuff. But the previous episode I had was about what did we talk about? Was emotional cheating worse than physical cheating, right? And she said in that episode, I actually see they my chart now. They
Wow.
gotta get tested. I gotta get tested before we even go down that before we even go down there. And she young and she got that mindset. And I'm like, I know that's right. I want to clap. I said, girl, you go ahead. She said, if they got a mind chart that say 2021, I ain't dealing with them.
Right. Right. Wait, but I never. So wait. You said emotional cheating versus
Worse than physical.
physical. I never even experienced emotional cheating.
Yes, you have. I bet you did.
Give me an example.
Okay, so say for instance, you're in a relationship and you meet somebody outside the relationship, of course, and
Mm,
y'all start talking on the phone, y'all start getting to know each other, and y'all just have this connection intellectually.
right.
And they're getting to know you, you're getting to know that. That's cheating.
I never did that before.
For
Like
real.
outside of my relationship, I ain't never do that before.
But that's worse to me because that person got your mind.
Right.
You gone if they got your mind, because physical, anybody can have physical, anybody can cheat physically.
Right. Yeah, I never did that. When I'm with you and I say I'm with you, I'm with you. I never did that. I never stepped out of the relationship. Have I cheated? Yes, I have. I can actually say I have physically, but I never did that emotionally.
Yeah, they can start talking about all kind of levels of cheating, talking about financial cheating. I said financial cheating. What? You can do that too?
Wait a minute. So what you said? I can accept money from another man? It's not my man. I ain't never do that either. Well, I never really looked that far and going that far because I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna get my money myself.
Okay.
And then if I can't get it, then I'm gonna ask my significant other. But I ain't never like look towards somebody else to give it to me. No, no. Oh wow, is this something new? Cause I ain't never heard.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
It's like I said, give it to me black and white. Don't give it to me gray. I need to know what's up. Like I don't need to read between the lines. So you have a thing, Nikki, you had a question up there and then you took it down.
Oh, I done took it all the way down. About, it was that was the question was about being transparent with one another. If you're not transparent with each other, can the relationship still survive with no trust?
No, it can't survive. If we can't be transparent, then you're not open. Then I feel like if we're supposed to be as one, you share and I share, then why can't you be transparent? Why can't you let your guard down and tell me what's going on with you? You know what I mean? Like no, because that there it falls into the line of that trust. Obviously, you're afraid. Why are you afraid?
But how soon is too soon though? Because what if you just tell somebody on day one everything you done been through, everything you went through, everything you're going through, and then they leave? I read something the other day. Somebody asked that question about if somebody told you everything they was going through on day one, would you run or would you stay? And a lot of people said run.
I wouldn't run because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff for all of us. But
Okay.
I don't want to be transparent on the first day. No, I wanted to gradually get to know you, and then it might come out. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I wouldn't run. I had somebody that wrote me because he saw me on TV, and he found me, and he said I've been incarcerated for 30 years for something that I was stupid at the age of 17. I didn't run. I wrote him back. It ain't gonna
Wow.
hurt. I'm not gonna judge you for what something you did when you were 17 years old and you 47.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he was incarcerated. He was the youngest one out the group, and he got the most time
Dang.
doing this. He said I was with the wrong people. Doing wrong things at the wrong time. But I'm not going to judge you. And then you're black, so you know how the system is for us when you're black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're not going to get a pat on your back.
Nope.
They're going to try to slam you. And I have questions. I wrote back. I wrote some questions down. But I want to know, where your mindset at now. You know, I know it's just been 30 years since you've been incarcerated, but that's a long time. We talking about three
You know how
decades.
much stuff done changed since then?
He have not been out since he was 17 years old.
Bless his heart. That's that's crazy. He come out and start breathing fresh air. He wouldn't know what to do with it right now.
It wouldn't like and the crazy thing is he's not even far from where I'm at. That's the crazy thing. And I'm like, well, I don't judge anybody. I listen. However, I'm just curious, like where your mindset at? I to me, I believe anybody who's been incarcerated that long needs counseling when they come out. Because you
Yes.
gotta learn how to adapt to the world. You gotta learn a lot of things all over again as if you're a newborn baby. It's like, how can you thrive? Because that's all you knew was that life, that life. You didn't know nothing else. You wasn't presented anything else. You couldn't even have a real relationship with somebody.
No. Mm-mm.
So so it's like, how do you cope in this today's life now? It's funny because I mean, yeah, you got a whole bunch of time on your hands, but how I know everybody deserves love. I don't care what walk of life. Everybody deserves to have somebody. But it's like, just questions that I ask. Because I'm just curious. I'm a curious person when it comes to because I never had dealt with a relationship with somebody who was incarcerated. I used to always say, oh no, girl, what are you doing? No, that's girl, you don't know nothing about him. He could be a murderer. He can be this, he can be that. Because out of fear.
Right. So besides cheating, what's another one of your deal breakers?
Oh, I have been in this situation before. Hygiene problems. I'm not a person. I don't like a person who smokes. I can't stand it. I don't like it. The cigarettes and bad breath is the most horrible combination ever. No,
Yeah.
I don't like it. This man, a guy who was really digging me and feeling me, and everything was good. We were dating. And the last time I saw him, he tried to kiss me. I said, "Oh no." No, he was like, "Oh, so wait, I'm not good enough to." No, it ain't even about that, bro. You can't. You just came out from outside with cigarette breath on your breath. Are you serious? No, no.
I got rid of him because of the cigarette breath.
I got rid of him because of cigarette breath. I don't like that
So
because
you didn't. So you didn't know he. You didn't know he smoked before you started talking to him.
when we were talking, for some reason, I don't know if he did it way before he came to see me and we went out, but I didn't smell it. I didn't know. But when he literally just had a smoke before he came and seen me, and I'm like, oh heck
Yeah,
no.
that was fresh.
I had somebody who smoked before, you would never tell. He never ever, you would never smell it on him. You would never smell on his mouth. Nothing. I don't know what he did. He kept Altoids. I don't know, but this guy, you never smelt it on him. I'd rather smell weed than smell cigarettes.
Oh dang.
I don't like.
I'm the other way around. I
I
don't
don't
want
like it.
I don't want to smell the weed. I really don't want to smell the cigarettes because I used to smoke cigarettes, and
Mhm.
I'm like, that's like over a decade I've stopped almost. So I don't be wanting to smell cigarettes.
I don't like the smell. It sets my asthma off. If I've been around somebody too long, it's not bad. It's not good for me when it comes to somebody with cigarettes. But like I said, I was engaged to a man who smoked cigarettes, but you could never tell this man smoked cigarettes. And I'm like,
Dang.
what is the magic that you doing? Because I know a lot of people, I can smell the trail. You can walk in my house and I said, dang, your whole body smoking, reeking cigarettes. I can smell it all over you. They're like, dang, how you know? Because I can smell it. What you mean? It's an awful smell. But
Mm.
anywho, those are deal breakers for me. I don't like cigarette breath, and I don't like hygiene, bad hygiene. I have talked to several guys before, and they did not smell the best at all. And I don't like reeking alcohol through your pores either.
Oh God.
No.
Now that stink. Now that stink.
Now imagine that with the cigarettes on top.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
It's
Mm-mm.
not
They
a good,
got to go.
it's not a good combination. When I smell the alcohol through your pores and I'm smelling it more than one time, it that's it. You are alcoholic. I'm sorry. That's the way how I see it. Because if I smelled you more than once, you are alcoholic. I like to drink too, but god dang it, you ain't never smelled nothing like that in my pores. No, no,
My pores.
nope. You might see me have a drink or two and that's it, but you ain't. You had to have the whole bottle where I can smell it through your damn pores.
Yeah. I agree. Well, we done came to the end of this amazing episode. We're gonna have to have a part two because there's more to be said about this
Oh,
trust situation.
absolutely, I agree.
So now it's time for you to shine. No matter what segment I'm having, y'all always got to shine. So let everybody know where they can follow your journey, what's coming up next for you, if you want to,
Hmm.
and give some of these people out here some advice about relationships. I'm gonna run a countdown, and you'll be up next.
All right.
All right.
Hello, everybody. I am back, Jay. They call me Jay from the round the way. To catch me as a financial license agent, broker, insurance agent, you can catch me on Facebook as my name, Janaya Geiger, or you can catch me on um, TikTok as Naya's Empire. And you can also catch me on my sub pages on Facebook as well as Janaya Geiger, life insurance agent. I help individuals get covered for life insurance. It doesn't matter if you have any medical issues, I can get you covered. I also help people with their retirement planning, which is very important because nowadays we are retiring without enough money to survive. And I can help in that area because 401ks are great, don't get me wrong, but I have something way better than a 401k where your money would triple instead of it just, matching whatever that you're just putting in. I also customize clothing, hats, with these blessed hands, and that's basically about me. I do also counseling for individuals and group counseling as well. I have experience in marriage counseling as well, and that says about enough about what I do. But guys, you can catch me nayasempire@gmail.com. That's my email, business email, and also get life insurance today 2179@gmail.com. My phone number is 267-904-0928. I don't mind consulting with you about the financial planning. My consultations are free. Reach out to me. Y'all guys, you'll have an amazing day. Take care and be blessed. Bye.
She said, "Take care and be blessed." Y'all, I was gonna wear my shirt today, right?
Uh,
But guess what? I don't wore it so many times that now it's dirty. So I was like, well, but I should have put the hat on. Your
mm.
hat is back there on the wall. The hat is on the wall. I keep it on the wall all the time when nobody can't bother. It's like it's a hall of fame back there. But y'all, she made me this amazing hat and amazing shirt that I can't stop wearing. I wear it everywhere I go. I ain't like I wear it everywhere I go.
You'd be
But
surprised who you attract with your shirt. I be attracting people with certain shirts that I wear for my company, and I don't be knowing, but people do look and read and like, oh, what's that? They look you up. They do.
man, but I love it. I love that shirt. I love it, love it, love it. And I wear it everywhere I go. I trust me, I'm wearing it out. It's gonna get tired of me washing it after a while. I watched it the other day and I was like, wait a minute. She didn't give me no instructions. I said, I hope it don't mess my doggone shirt up.
It didn't mess up, did it?
It didn't mess up, but you ain't give me no instructions. I was
I'm
like,
so sorry. I
I
wanted
turned
to
the inside out. I turned the inside out.
okay. I wanted to get it out to you so bad. I was like, she been waiting for a while now, and when I got that, I said I gotta do something like extra. And that's when I saw this piece on my computer. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put that right on her head." Cause I'm like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I gotta blend. I gotta match. And I'm going crazy. I'm in the store trying to find your shirt. I'm like, yeah. I'd have had to waiting too long. I finally got back home. I had. It was just me trying to hurry to get it out to you because I said I know she's been waiting. Let me get it out to her. And I love you just the type of person that's just I don't know just different. You know what I mean? You don't chase anybody. You do your thing and you do it consistently. And I'm like, wow, I gotta do something awesome for her. And your podcast is dope. I ain't never seen one like it before. And I'm like, I've been on a few, and it's the best thus far. And I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I gotta do something nice for her, man. It's like everything is so structured, so nicely and put together. It's just dope. And I show your stuff to a lot of people. I'm like, look, look, look. I'm forwarding to them. I'm like, look at my little, look what she did for me. And they was like, oh my God, when it comes out and everybody looking. So you are getting some attention for sure.
Nice, nice. I love it, man. Listen, you kept worried about me. I wasn't worried about you.
Listen, I'm like,
You told me you was gonna do it,
right.
so I believed it.
Okay. I'm just that
Period.
type of person. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't renege on my word. But it's like I don't want people waiting forever either.
I
So
got the
that's
patience. People always tell me I got the patience of Job.
okay. I
I
the
don't.
me I gotta learn the patience because I be so. If I get an idea in my head and I'm rolling with it, I gotta get it out. It's like I have to get. If I don't get it out, it ain't gonna get done. So I gotta get it out, and I stick to it. So I'm like, no, she been waiting too much, too long. And then I'm like, I want to get her out the way before other orders start coming in, and I didn't want that to overlap. So I was like, no, I gotta get this out to her. This is fire. And
I
I'm
ain't even worried. I wasn't worried about it because I knew it was gonna be good, and when you got it, I was gonna be happy, and I wasn't even worried about it. You told me you was gonna do it, so guess what? That's all. That's what I had. But
I
I am working on an ad for you though. I
oh
want to do an
nice.
ad, so I can run when I do my live shows,
Okay.
where I can advertise your brands. But that's why I
Okay.
need you to get me more stuff, like some kind of examples and stuff, so I
Okay.
can put it together.
All right. I'll send you some stuff.
Yeah, send me some stuff because I'm always trying to figure out ways I can help because that can help. Cause somebody gonna ask me who did that shirt now.
Listen, you be surprised. Like it's times where I do giveaways, just to put your stuff out there. You don't know. And by me doing that, I got a lot of attention. It was another way of doing it. And giving back. I'm telling people, like, listen, it's all right to receive and receive and receive, but what are you doing to give back? What is your give back? I
Right.
gotta give back. I have to give back. If
Because
I
God
don't,
gonna bless you. He gonna bless you either way, but he gonna bless you even more when you do help people. And like, that's why I don't mind doing whatever. Anybody come to ask me to do something for them? Sure.
Right.
I
Because you never
mean,
know how it's gonna come back.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a book out. I don't even know the name of this book, but I read it. I got it off of a movie, and this man he's a billionaire. He's wealthy, but he talks about how whatever he receives and monetary, a percentage of that goes to the unfortunate charity. He said you have to contribute and give your portion, because if you don't, you're not going to be as blessed. And I'm like that. So now it's like every time I get money, I gotta find a way to return my
Yes.
earnings. I have to find a way, because I feel like I'm not contributing of my portion, when
Mm-hmm.
God bless me. And that's just the way it is. I don't care how much it is. I'm gonna get back somehow.
Got to. But before I became full time, I used to give away, like when I got to my 30th guest, I gave $30 out. Then when I
Nice.
got to my 50th guest, I did a gift card.
Mm-hmm.
I sent a gift card to one of my guests for to Olive Garden. So I was giving away a lot of stuff in the beginning because I was working.
Right.
But hopefully I can get back into it and I can start doing giveaways too, because I've had about 600 guests. I've had a
Wow.
lot of people. So I got to try to find a unique way to try to give back, give back, give back. But I was buying books too. All my
Nice.
authors, I would buy their books. So now I'm
Nice.
behind now because I'm like, dang, there's some authors out there I haven't bought their books. So I will always find a way that I can support my guests
Mm-hmm.
by sewing into them.
That's
So
nice.
I got to get back to it though. I got to get back to it. I got CDs on my wall from guests.
Right.
Like, y'all be blessing me. Like,
It's,
man.
it just it takes it's that light in you. It takes one to know one. That's what I'm like. And it's crazy because I didn't do this to nobody else of the podcast. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling
Wow.
it. And I didn't even know you. I didn't know you. We
Nope.
never spoke before.
Nope.
So it just you just feel it. You feel it, you see it, and you're like, oh man, I have to do this. This is
Crazy part about it is I met you while you was on another podcast.
podcast. I was on another one.
Like, yeah, let me have you as a guest.
I was on another.
Lifetime friend.
I was right, because I didn't even know that this was going to happen at all. I didn't know I was going to do something, but it when God move and He tell you to do something, I do it. It was times where when we had the COVID, I was on an appointment, so I was like, I go on Facebook Market, and you can look and see the needs of people. They were posting like they didn't have this, they didn't have that. So I took my only income, went to Walmart, and I bought stuff for people, kids. I bought diapers, I
Wow.
bought formula. I have gave out money. Mind you, this is my unemployment check. Man,
Wow.
I didn't even have it really to give. I didn't care. I gave out gas. I gave it whatever. I had people coming to my house who had babies in a van. Like they were really in need. It was crazy
Wow.
during COVID. But that was
Listen,
a way to give it back.
when everything's starting to work, everything's coming together, but when it do come together completely, y'all gonna see. It's gonna be so many drives, so many giveaways, so many stuff going on that it ain't gonna make no sense. But I'm working on it. I'm
Listen,
working on it.
nowadays people don't care what it is. When you do a giveaway, I'm about to do a giveaway for back to school with the teachers.
That's what I want to do. I want to do book bags.
Okay, you doing book bags. I'm doing that. But every winter I give to the homeless. I do hats, gloves, scarves. I put money to the side every winter and do that. And then my cousin, she has a non-profit organization. It's called New Haven. They feed the homeless every third Sunday of the month. They get together and they really go in. All of her, it's like a Muslim organization. They all get together and they cook hot meals and feed them. I'm like, wow. And you can come out and
Nice.
help out. They do it every month. They do it consistently every month. And I'm always calling her up. What y'all need? What y'all need? Just throwing stuff her way. Because come on, man. What if they can be you or your family member on the street?
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't never think you too good or you above somebody. I never think like that. Never.
But see, I do it every year on my birthday.
Nice.
But every year on my birthday, I get like what I call the BTS bags, and I put stuff in them, and I
Mhm.
give it away each year. Hopefully, I can make it 5 more each year. The first year I
Okay.
did 5, the next year I did 10. So I'm just adding on each year, and hopefully next year I do 20 if I can. But that's my goal. I love doing that, like just going around giving them stuff. Cause so many homeless people in this area, too, it's ridiculous.
It is. It's not a lot of them up here, but in the city of Philadelphia, oh man, it's tons. It's
And
tons.
I've been there, so I know how they feel. I know how it feels to be in a place where you can't really move or do anything, and you don't have no money, no friends, no family,
Right.
nothing.
Right. I
Yep.
haven't been there, but I would say this: it wasn't always an easy path for us growing up. We had it very, very hard. We were very, very poor. Now living that was horrible. But I
See?
know how. Even back then, I didn't have it to give, but I made a way to give to people. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just something that I like, and it's sad that a lot of us don't think like one another. You know, a lot of people don't care like how we care. It's sad.
Right, right. See, we about to have a whole nother episode, y'all. See them here talking about stuff we passionate about. Oh Lord, but thank you so much for coming to support me, and I hope that we can do this again soon.
Absolutely.
I got a motherhood episode series coming up that I'm about to try to do a panel. Maybe you could be on the panel for the motherhood panel.
Okay, I'm
But
open to it.
we'll talk behind the scene on that.
All right.
All right. And thank y'all so much for joining me on this amazing episode today. Man, listen, trust isn't the foundation of a relationship, but it's the glue that holds everything together in a relationship. And without it, love love can't feel like, it can feel empty without that trust, you know? So stop telling people that you love them and you know that you're not gonna fully be in that relationship, and you're gonna be unfaithful, in other words. But here's the twist. Here's the twist. Trust isn't something either have or don't. It's something that you build. You build, you protect, and sometimes fight. You fight to regain again. And it's not gonna be an easy path. It's never easy. It's never easy. But at the end of the day, it depends on the people too. Because honestly, I don't even think, infidelity is a deal breaker for me. Honestly, I don't know what my deal breaker is no more, but it is what it is. So I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to do the hard work to keep that trust alive? Or is it time for you to accept that some cracks just can't be fixed? It's up to you. But always remember your peace and your worth matter the most. So thanks so much for listening to this amazing episode. I hope that y'all will tune in another time for another Twisted Tuesdays on the Breaking the Silence podcast, and continue to break the silence with me. So if this episode has resonated with you in some type of way, please share with someone who may need it. Make sure you subscribe and keep the conversation going. So until next time, stay real and stay resilient. Later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space. That'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate. I elevate when I learn not to hesitate. No more, keep moving forward. Chase my goals and focus more towards it. Hate the lows, but I need those to flourish. Place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me. Breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole. Let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.